Good job completing your very own 12 hue color wheel. Now you need to keep this color wheel in your folder at all times because during the next part of our project, where we make an actual project, you will be needing to get this out and look at it to find some things sometimes. So make sure you always know where this is. It's an important tool for artists. Now, let's talk about what we're going to be making, where we're going to take the information that you learned making this color wheel, how to mix all these colors, and we're going to explode it into an awesome artistic creation. Now for this, you are going to be doing some painting, of course. You're going to be doing some weaving, which means that your project is going to have some texture, and in the end it's going to be somewhat 3D. So we're going to be hitting a whole bunch of the elements of art while we make this project. To begin with, we're going to paint a background first. We're going to be doing a weaving on a background. And so for this, you will need a big white square, and this is cardboard. Make sure that you get this, and make sure that you're getting it from the right place at the supply table, because this is cardboard, not paper. Paper won't work. Now, since this is so big, this is bigger than our paint mats, for the rest of this project, you're going to be using a big piece of cardboard every time I tell you to get a paint mat. Not just today. Even on the days in the future, you're going to be needing a cardboard paint mat. Today, it's going to be because this fits. In the future, you're going to be painting some strips for your weaving, and you're going to need a stiff, sturdy board to take to dry when you're done, and not a floppy piece of paper where your painted pieces go everywhere and paint is literally exploding all over the classroom. So, you're going to need to find now one of these and one of these, and
when you get to the supply table, you will notice that the cardboard paint mats you need will be located on the floor underneath. If your paint mat is not in this pile, then don't use it because it means it's not big enough. You will also notice some containers of black paint with lids and a big container of big tall brushes. You will need, like I said before, one paint mat, as well as your white cardboard, one container of black paint, which you can share if your neighbor is also doing this step, and one big brush to paint that big white cardboard. Why don't you pause and go gather up those things right now?
because your cardboard paint mat is so big, and so is the thing that you're painting, for this step, I'm going to say that you may take your cardboard, take your supplies, move to the floor somewhere, find an empty place where no one's going to kick over your paint or kick your computer, and do your work on the ground where you have more space.
Once you have these things set up at your space, you will need to find the correct side of the cardboard. This cardboard has a side that's kind of shiny. That's the back. So right now, write your name on the back. Right now. Go ahead, do it. Then flip it over to the side that is not so shiny. Lay it on your paint mat. Use your brush, your paint. Remember to put the lid back on when you're done. And paint this entire thing black. Perfect. Do not worry if your paint has a bunch of texture in it. That'll be fine. Do worry if you can see white spots. No white allowed. When this is finished, pick the whole thing up, paint mat as well, and put it on the drying rack. And put your paint away and put your brush in the big water tub in the sink. See this dirty tub, this tub full of a bunch of dirty things? Take your paintbrush, stick it right in there, and get out of there. Do not swish it, do not stir it, just put it in and walk away.